what's the word? You feel me? You did. It's your boy Kemuel Amir. You know what I'm talking about? And we here with a review. Our first ever review. You feel me? You did. I need to quit saying that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I've been saying that shit since high school. No, like seriously. Like for real. Anyways, y'all. We have finally watched Sinners. First though, let's give our flowers to Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan for this phenomenal movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna rate it in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm gonna get my rating right now. I'm gonna rate it a cool 8.5 to 9 to 9.5. Like, it was really great, and we're about to go over and just tell you what I think about it. Certain parts of the scenes, certain parts of the story. So right now, I'm letting y'all know, society, if you have not watched Sinners and you hate spoilers, get the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Hey, step. You know what I'm talking about? Don't let the door hit you with the good Lord has put you, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna give y'all some time. Hold on. I know how y'all like to take your time. You guys don't like to be rushed. Alright, good. The rest of y'all? Alright, so the ones that is on here, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all watch Sinners. Okay, I fuck with you. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, the first part of the movie, we are introduced to Preacher Boy, aka Sammy. So you see this boy walking, and of course, you already tell he been fucked up. Nigga done got himself into something. You know what I'm talking about? Walking into church, folks is praising the Lord on a good ass Sunday. Goes to the pastor, my son. That's why he's called Preacher Boy. He's the preacher's son. He's the pastor's son. So comes into the church. You know what I'm saying? First, clothes raggedy up. You know what I'm saying? Tattered all the fuck around. Like, I ain't gonna lie, shit is ripped. Shit is fucked. You know what I'm saying? Got a couple of claw marks on his face. 3. Like, hold on, right here. Just like that right there. With a broken guitar in his hand. You know what I'm saying? He telling him that the devil is in the music. Asking that man to let the guitar go. Can you let the guitar go for God today, Sammy? And we'll come back to that beginning question, because it is answered in the end of the film. So, next we're introduced to, if I'm not mistaken, we're introduced to, I think Sammy himself. Like, it goes by like earlier that day, okay? And Sammy is doing work, you know what I'm talking about, doing stuff all around the plantation, waking up his brothers and sisters. A full house of them. Full house, you know what I'm talking about? Opened up the door, and all you just see is just a field of cotton. Folks working, you know what I'm talking about? I know as a black man, I ain't gonna lie, like, I've driven by cotton fields before. You know, I think when I went on like field trips and stuff at school, sometimes we'll at the buses, we'll drive by like cotton fields sometimes. I live in Arkansas. You know, and you also here in Arkansas, if you go to jail, you still gotta do manual labor, and that manual labor is picking cotton. As a black man, I don't know how, you know, since seeing that, it's just like, it's just a realization that, damn, like, that's not a happy life, bro. Like, of course, I already knew that, but it's like, just really looking at that, you gotta really put yourselves in the shoes at that very moment, like, at that instance, just opening up the door, you know what I'm saying? Nigga like, what, 18? Sammy like, what, 18? Open up the door. And that's just all you see. That's just all you've been around, like, hell no. So you can already tell Sammy wanted like a little break, bro. You know what I'm talking about? His pops call him in there, you know what I'm saying, to go over some scriptures, go over some sermons. Because Sammy was looking for his guitar, and he knew his daddy had it. And this goes back to like back then, like being black in school, right? Okay, they want you to focus on realistic things than things that just ain't realistic for your people right now. You know what I'm talking about? He was talking to him about, you know what I'm saying, just being of the church, helping him run the sermon. You can tell, like, in the background, he wants him to take over the church. You know what I'm saying? He wants him to take over his religious duties. You know what I'm talking about? But Sammy wants to play music. That's where his heart is at. That's where it just lies, and that's where his freedom, he thinks, starts with, is music. Which you can't blame him, because in African cultures, and even then on the slave plantations, music was like one of those devices that we used as, like, you know what I'm saying, showing veneration, you know what I'm saying, showing reverence, you know what I'm saying, even worshiping God, or even very much yet just having fun amongst ourselves when they was just on the plantation going through bullshit and hell. You know what I'm talking about? So you can't really fault Sammy for that. And plus, it was blues music too. Yeah, Sammy was on that guitar playing the blues. Ain't gonna lie, that it was pretty alright, pretty good. Then we switched to the twins. Stack, you know what I'm saying? Smooth operator. Talking, always with a smile, you know what I'm saying? Very much the, I wouldn't call him the hothead, because it is kind of crazy, because Stack, when you first see Stack is in red and Smoke is in blue. Smoke is more of the hothead, because Smoke is already, like, he on guard, you know what I'm talking about? Which makes sense. People have talked about Smoke is in blue. It's supposed to be like, what's the word? Like a tie-in to Haint Blue. There it is. Like a tie-in to Haint Blue. And I already know that red brick dust was also used for protection as well within Hoodoo. So that might be where Stack's suit in the color red might come from. You know what I'm saying? Whatever red bricks was used for. But yeah, Smoke was real protective, real like push back, you know what I'm saying? Ready to pop a bullet in that nigga ass. And by that nigga, I mean the KKK leader. Yes. Them boys were trying to buy a barn from the KKK leader. I'm talking about there's no Ku Klux Klan. Them boys did not believe his ass, and I'm glad they didn't, because it's like, at first, you wouldn't have thought he was a Ku Klux Klan leader, but he was. He is the leader. Is that an ant? Anyways, yeah, let's get right back to it. So, they buy the barn from Bro, okay? You already know, I think they got into a little scuffle. You know what I'm talking about? And then what's his name? Bro had gave him the barn, and he didn't really think they was gonna do anything with it. And they said it's gonna make it to a juke joint. You know what I'm talking about? They go pick up Sammy. Sammy is the twins' cousin, alright? So it's them three. The two brothers, and then the little cuz. And this is also an epithet to, am I saying that right? This is also like a tie-in to the, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna just say the twins mythology within African culture. Cause then you got the two brothers, twin brothers at that. You know what I'm saying? Twins is highly like, it's like a big symbol or symbolizing within like our people and like back then, and like within this, excuse me, within like the different tribes, whatever. So with the twins comes a third though. And that third child is supposed to be like either the ones that the twins make the way for, or the ones that lead the twins. You know what I'm saying? Which I need y'all to listen to that. It is the one that either leads the twins. And they, if I'm not mistaken, which I will have to look that up, so this is by memory, like literally by memory. If I'm not mistaken, the third one is supposed to be the strongest out of the two. When there is like, because you see the twins, you see the children, the sons throughout a lot of mythologies, but it's never two. It's actually three. Like it's always three. The two are just first or last. But if they're first, the third comes last. If they're second or they're last, the third is actually the first one. So that third person is always going to be important whatsoever to the story. Hold on, let me make sure that I'm gonna turn down my volume. I don't know if I'm like too loud or something. I just sing it all over. So yeah, keep in mind Sammy and that music that he's playing and how they connected to the ancestral realm, the spiritual realm, the veneration. You know what I'm saying, about waking up the ancestors, about connecting back to the ancestral stories. That is a very important thing to remember when I just said the aspect of that third person is either the one that is stronger than them, that will supposed to be like they make the way for it, or you know what I'm saying, he makes the way for them. And I feel like it went kind of both ways, in a way. Okay? So Sammy's with Stack and Smoke, you know what I'm saying? They talking about, you know what I'm saying, life, what they want to do. They playing blues and everything. Asking them how Chicago is. He said, man, this shit ain't nothing but, I forgot where they was. Yeah, Mississippi was just tall ass buildings. That's exactly what my folks be saying, and I'm down here in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? You go up to New York, you go over there to Florida, you go over there to Detroit. It's just Arkansas with more buildings and more people. And literally, that's just what it is. So it was a nice little touch. Like if you're in the South, you always gonna hear that type shit. You always gonna hear that joke or whatever. So it was a nice little add in into that. But yeah, then I'm skipping some parts. All right, I'm skipping some parts. I really probably need to go rewatch the movie. But I'm skipping some parts. And you know, and it's just a review. Okay, it's not supposed to be too long. It's not supposed to be too short. You know, it's just a good review. I should have probably made some notes, but it's like, why am I gonna go into the movies with a notebook in my hand? And seriously, I go there again with a notebook in my hand, but right now, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to chill. I had me a couple beers that night, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some candy, some beers, yeah, I was chilling. But let's get back to the review. So, I forgot what type of vehicle it was, but they have been robbing banks and robbing trains and basically have been, you know what I'm saying, getting their hands dirty, you know what I'm saying, just trying to make some money so they can get this juke joint up and running. Alright? So, Smoke goes on by himself with the car, while Sammy is with Stack. Stack and Sammy go to the train tracks, find them a harmonica player, bro, who be playing blues in the club every now and then, get, you know what I'm saying, getting like some real minimum wage. For a black man, like some real minimum wage. You know what I'm talking about? Like, only a couple dollars or a couple nickels or a couple cents and a nice plate of some food. And as much as he can drink, and he was cool. You know what I'm talking about? But what's the name? When Sammy and Stack came, they offered him to play. Had a weasel their ass in there a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Sammy had to play for him. He said Sammy was real good. And they had to offer up some beer. Like literally, he wasn't going. He was not about to play without some drink. Nigga heard free drink. He said, hold on, nigga. Hold on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll do it. I know. Hey, yes, sir. The boss man, chief man himself. Bro was on board with shit, nigga. Shit is crazy. How you really gotta bribe some motherfuckers some drink or something to do some shit. But I feel like that's also, I know that's also an epithet to hoodoo, because some people speak of within hoodoo, you can give your ancestors or give veneration and reverence. If they did drink that and they did like it, alcoholic beverages. I could have sworn I heard that from a woman and she did that before. So, that's something that I was told. But yeah, They get him to play. Him and Sammy playing down there. They having a good old time. Folks coming around. They pulling in a crowd, and I mean a crowd. So Stack telling them to come to the juke joint, where it's at, where it's gonna be, what they gonna do, and everything. That they got music and all that. Next thing you know, you seen this fine ass yellow bone shawty. Well, not even yellow bone. Well, what do we call her? We gonna call her ivory bone. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this fine ass ivory bone, and that's for the ones that are white passing. You're not white, but you're ivory bone. You feel me? I like that. I like how just ivory bone. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? She looking good. I ain't gonna lie, looking real good. You know what I'm talking about? Coming through, she noticed that. She remembered they used to mess with each other. Yeah, they used to smash. They used to go get down and dirty in the tracks. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I mean? The movie is named Sinners, but they the real sinners. Stack was getting nasty with this girl. You know what I'm talking about? So nasty. But Shorty had to move down to Arkansas and marry a white boy. She didn't want to marry that white boy. She just did it because it would give her a better life. But she actually loved Stack. But Stack was a gangster. He kept killing KKK members. And he didn't want her family to fight with him. He was trying to protect her. That's why he told her to stay away from her. We gotta remember that. Stack told Annie. Is it Annie? Or is it Mary? I think that was Mary. Okay, Stack told Mary. Yeah, because Annie's the girl that was doing hoodoo. Stack told Mary to stay away from him, and that's when they was at the juke joint. And I'm not even there yet, but I'm just letting y'all know. He told her to stay away from him because that's just the type of shit he was on. That's not what you should be around. I really love you. I really care about you, so I'm pushing you away type shit. You know what I'm talking about? The real Batman loner type of archetype. You know what I mean? You feel me? It is. You know what I'm saying? She hit that boy with the you be robbing trains and banks. Robbing trains and banks, but you can't steal this pussy for one night. I was like, what? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I would've. I mean, it's like, I don't know what to say to that. You don't got a nigga there. You don't got to stay. Hold up, yeah. Okay, there it is. We back. My video just turned on. That was weird. So yeah, he told about the juke joint and everything. Sammy did try to tell her to leave, but then Sammy had to just leave. You know what I mean? But Sammy didn't even know nothing. He kept his little cuz out of his business. He said that's grown folks' business, which that is right, little cuz. That is right. But while Stack was getting down and dirty with Mary, Sammy just met him a little some fine ass brown skin. Looking real good. But she was married too. I don't know what's up with you. What's your last name? I'm gonna call you Sinner Boys. Yeah. I don't know what's up with you Sinner Boys. But you know what I'm talking about, what's up with y'all married women? Is she gotta be married? I don't know, but she was fine though. I ain't pressed against Sammy either. She was bad. She was real bad. She was nice looking. Alright, so now we gonna flash forward this to when Smoke was in the town. Okay, Smoke was in the town. He was just trying to get I forgot that Asian lady's name. I don't want to call her Asian lady. The Asian couple, okay? You're trying to get the Asian couple to make him some flyers, some signs, some food, some catering, and everything. And they had Irish beer. You know what I'm saying? I think if I'm not mistaken, Irish beer, which is crazy because Remnick was an Irish vampire. There has to be a connection right there between the beer and the vampire. Irish beer. Right? So, they tell them she gonna make the flyers. She wanna get paid though. But Smoke said he gonna pay. Negotiated. Alright, there it is. You know what I mean? And Smoke had to pop a cap in someone's ass because they tried to steal from his car. I I ain't gonna lie, nigga. He had to do what he had to do. Offer that girl a quarter. What? Was it a quarter for how long? For every minute that she waited? It was something like that. But anyways, we back. I mean, not back. We here now at the juke joint. You know what I'm talking about? They make the flyers and everything, and everyone's on their way. They all show up. The Asian couple left their little daughter. You know what I'm talking about? She was at the store just waiting. Poor thing. You know what I'm talking about? If y'all seen the movie, poor thing. She done lost both. She done lost both. But anyways, get to the juke joint. That motherfucker jumping, boy. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, straight up club night on Fridays. You know what I'm talking about? Saturdays, really, too. Everyone done had a margarita. Everyone done had a shot. And they playing the right music. Everybody having a good time type of shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, word, like, you know what I mean? Like, Sammy up in there, he up in there playing his jazz. I mean, his blues shit. Bro on there on the harmonica. You know what I'm talking about? I can't do the little... I don't know why I just try to do the fucking harmonica shit. Damn, that shit made me look stupid. Anyways, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? They having a damn good time. Did I forget a part? Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop it right here. Let me go back and talk about Smoke and Annie. Cause Smoke done went to Annie, and Annie was his old girl, okay? So this is Smoke, the twin that was in the blue. Annie is a woman who practices hoodoo, who was in a, I think she was in the forest, if I'm not mistaken. She was in the forest, doing work. You know what I'm saying? Smoke went to go see her. She was real angsty, you know what I'm saying? Like, real pissed off. They had a kid, and the kid had died. And they both was angry. They both didn't know how to grieve, and they were still grieving. But Smoke came by because he told her, I still love you, and I miss you. She hit him with the, your body and forgive me. And they just fucked right there. He hitting her with straight back shots. Nigga, back shots. Was there any guns? I mean, no, there wasn't. What type of guns were there back then? I mean, what was the strongest gun back there? I mean, back then, like, nigga, you putting... I don't know what to say right now, because I don't want to say nothing weird or nothing. Anyways, yeah. And so, Annie had made him a grease bag, or another grease bag. She had did hoodoo, and had used the grease bags, and I should probably do some more research on what they do with the grease bags, but that's also oral knowledge, so we're just gonna talk and just keep going. Because I haven't been told that yet. Would I like to know hoodoo? Yes, but I'd rather do it, like, without people knowing. You know, people know I do it myself, it'll be a real personal thing for me, a real spiritual thing. But anyways, y'all, back to the juke joint. Everybody having a blast, having a good time. Annie there, she got the food. That's what I was talking about. Annie got the food, the Asian couple made the flyers and everything. You know what I'm saying? They got one of their other homeboys who became the muscle, who became the security. He was big. He was real big, you know what I'm talking about? And so he sat outside and everything was working just fine. Until Remnick shows up. Okay? And I mean, all fine. I mean, yes, Mary was there. She showed up. She wanted to see Stack. You know what I'm talking about? She was trying to have a good time. She was trying to be with him. She wanted to see him again. She talked to Sammy. And she knew about Sammy. And she had to tell Sammy that her own mama raised the twins like they was her own. And when she died, the twins ain't come see her. And she's mad because she ain't seen the twins at the funeral. But Shawty, what you gotta understand, they is black. They trying to get somewhere, and they trying to do this shit for the people, cause niggas don't got a chance to be free. That was their whole point of making the juke joint. Like, every other day, folks gotta go out there and work and do all that fuck, you know what I'm saying? While everyone else gets to live free with no oppression but oppressing others. We just want the juke joint to be our little shit so we can feel happy, feel free, and party, and do what we do. We don't want no white folks here, and they did not. They was not handing out no invites to the cookout. None to the block parties. That's a word. I ain't gonna lie, that's a thing. Probably we gotta stop inviting niggas to the block parties. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit. Damn, like hey, Smoke was not going. Neither was Stat. None of them was going. But yeah, it was all good till Remnick showed up, alright? And Remnick was a vampire, but at first we're introduced to him as a white guy burning in the damn sun. And he goes up to this white couple's crib. They pull out the guns on his ass. And yeah, they like, why is he burning, whatever. Like that, like, it ain't that damn hot out there, is it? You know what I'm saying? He trying to appeal to them, trying to get safety. You can tell like he's been running because he's breathing hard as shit. He sees the Klan shit in the back. He said, look, I'm one of you too. Look, man. And he's talking about natives are hunting him down and he ain't want to deal with it and all that other type shit. So he done got his way into the white folks' house. Hey, that's what white folks get though. You wanted to connect with him just because you thought he was a racist son of a bitch right here. Word? And the natives came. Ooh, shit, I'm burping blood. The natives came. And guess what they said? Excuse me, ma'am. This is emergency. It appears you have a man in there with you. And he is, but basically that nigga was lying. He's very dangerous, very deceitful. He's gonna play with you. He's gonna fuck you up. Like, you need to leave because this is a dire emergency. And this is a matter of life and death. With the gun pointed at this nigga's face. Telling him, get off her lawn or get out of her property. They tell him that the sun's finna go down, so we just gotta go. This should be their problem. We not finna do it no more. We don't feel like dealing with him no more. Which is like, white folks, y'all let the vampire be able to live. He was finna die right there. Niggas was finna kill that nigga. Which, if the natives was finna kill him, he must have arrived toward the natives first, and most likely either turned or killed someone around their reservation, and that's why they were hunting him down. But as soon as that white lady closed her door, she calling her husband. Next thing you know, she sees Remnick sitting in the damn chair, eyes glowing red. Teeth sharp as shit, blood dripping all down to the white beater. Saying all that, he's just taking a nap, he'll be fine. So you type shit. This nigga, alright, you already know what he about to do. She looked at him like, what the fuck is this? Nigga, we was looking at that like, what the fuck is that? I ain't gonna lie, the looks of the vampires and how they looked and everything, I did like the little reflective eye type of thing. Cause it made them look blind in a way. I don't know if anyone caught that, because their eye color, it's not like an eye color where it's an iris either. Like, it realistically kind of made them look blind. But I did like that though. Because a lot of times when people became vampires in this movie, it's because they was blinded by what was really going on. Like, they was easily tricked. Well, not easily tricked, but they was sort of like easily tricked. It was. So, bro, Remnick shows up with the white girl and the white husband. Guess what this nigga done said? Guess what this nigga done did? Turned their ass to vampires. Tried to get into the juke joint saying, look bro, I'm Irish. You know what I'm saying? I ain't racist. I just want to come in here. I heard some very good music. Cause Sammy was playing. And when Sammy was playing the scene before that, all the ancestors of everyone in there, I mean like, I think they're Chinese. I don't want to butcher it, bro. I think they're Chinese. So the Asian couple's Chinese ancestors and ancestry. I'm saying everyone's African ancestry was in there. You know what I'm talking about? Like all the ancestors was up and alive because the music was just that good, just that jumping and made them dance and made them move, even within the spiritual realm, the ancestral realm. And Remnick was attracted to that. A vampire. Vampires are attracted to that. His dad, his pops had told him that music can summon the devil. You know what I'm talking about? And Remnick is basically the representation in the movie of the devil. Because Remnick is tricking a lot of people just to get where he's trying to get. And also survive and make more people. You get what I'm telling you? Like he's purposely targeting people so he can make vampires. Tricking them by just saying, I'm just like you. Look, I'm not racist. I don't do this. Look, bro, I'm a good person. And once it's all good, he'll just kill you right there. The devil is alive. That shit was shown in the fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? They push Remnick to the side. They're like, hell no, nigga, we ain't fucking that. We don't want you around. We don't want you around here. What do you think this shit is, nigga? You know what I'm talking about? Remnick's like, dang, okay. I didn't know it was like that. Well, we'll be out here playing some good music in case you guys just want to, you know what I'm saying, say hello. Come back around or listen. Which I felt was weird. And then how they walked off playing the music, singing. Shit was weird right then and there. You know what I'm talking about? So, Stack sends Annie outside because since Annie's white passing, back then if you was white passing, you could basically go around white people, and then if you was still connected to your black family, you'll be like, let them know, be like, hey, bro, like, nah, you know what I mean? I don't think Annie was really connected to her black. Well, she was, not Annie, Mary. I don't think Mary was, but I don't know, she was in a way. That she was still connected to the twins. She knew everyone at the slave plantation, but she had to do what she had to do for a good life and a better life at that. Because back then in America, it wasn't that good for black folks. But if you're black, you just had to do what you had to do. You know, which I also feel like hidden in there is like slick. People did what they had to do, but did you? But then I don't know. That's not what Mary wants to do. But I feel like it's like a question, like a psychological question. What if you didn't do that? Would you have died or would you have? But since she was white passing, sitting around the white folks, as long as they didn't figure out she had no black in her, she was alive. She was good. Everything was fine. And if she had a baby, the baby would come out white. So she'll be fine. So Mary went out there to talk to Remnick. Talking to her about other type shit, you know what I mean? Trying to chop it up, smooth talk her. She trying to find out what they're doing, what they're on. He gave her a coin. I really forgot what happened and what made her draw the gun on her, so y'all can go down the comment. I mean, what made her draw the gun on him, which y'all can go down in the comments down below. But yeah, Mary had pulled out the pistol on his ass. And then we switched to Mary acting real horny in the damn barn and getting it on with Stat. Alright. So he getting on with Stat. Bro was getting it on with Sammy was getting on with the other girl, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Smoke trying to watch everything, make sure everything all smooth and shit, cause he's not really trusting a lot of shit right now. Sammy eating girl out. She said she ain't washed up. Sammy said, I don't give a fuck. I am the wash, nigga. I am the wash. And the rinse. And repeat. I feel you, Sammy. I feel you. Boy, she was looking good. I can't lie. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Anyways, though. Now we're gonna go ahead and speed this up, because this is 30 minutes, and I ain't been trying to talk for this long. I'm not trying to. So now we get to Mary eating Stack. And I ain't talking about sucking him up. No, I mean like actually eating this nigga. Like biting his neck. Smoke come in. Preacher boy sees it. He goes get Smoke. Smoke see it. See his brother on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Gurgling blood and shit. And shoots her up. And that's what alerts everybody that something's wrong. She gets back up. Vampire look in her eyes. We're gonna kill all of you. Every last one of you. And then dipped. Left. You know? People are scared. People don't know what's going on. They trying to end the party. Security man went to go use the bathroom. Came back. Got fucked up. He didn't get fucked up in front of him, but he got fucked up to the point of like, he was a vampire when he came back. Yeah. Try to get in. He can't get in without you telling him he can get in. So since he couldn't get in, when Smoke tried to pay him, he tried to buy Smoke. And Smoke just pulled his hand away. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga was scared a little bit too. The Asian couple. Man, the husband, oh yeah, he gone. He dead. Bro got turned to a vampire too. And how he get turned to a vampire? His wife told him get the car already. She's trying to leave. She's trying to get back to her daughter. When it was slick, best for them niggas to stay inside. Okay? It was best for them to stay inside. And then that's when Annie told him when he couldn't get in, or when a lot of them couldn't get in without Smoke telling them they could come in, without any one of them telling them that they could come in, those are vampires. They drink blood, they can't get in without you letting them in. They die by stakes. They die by I don't remember stakes. That's just what they mainly used. They didn't use any holy water in them. They just used stakes. Okay? Stack wakes up. Stack wants out of the fucking house. Stack wants out of the room that he died in. Cause he wants to turn his brother so they could be together forever. Old school mind control type shit. I forgot what happens, but I know Stack leaves. Like, he gets out of the barn and now joins up with Remnant. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's crying, everyone's upset. The Asian lady screaming out to her husband like, what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? Can you come help us? And when the husband came back, security nigga was eating on somebody. He wasn't even scared, bro. Bro was like, oh yeah, he's just fine. He just getting a late snack, that's all. Getting a late snack. That's what he was doing? Getting a late snack. Interesting. Very interesting. So since he was getting a little late snack, you can already tell, yeah, bro got. Bro just got. That just is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? That just is what happened. Man, I'm really remembering this shit because I think I watched this like last week. I really should have made this video right after I watched it. Yeah, last week. Anyways, y'all. Everyone's crying. She's upset. She done lost her husband. Almost everybody who done left the barn has been turned. Like, everyone left. And just like that, them niggas just getting rounded up. Turned. Chomped down. Someone even screamed for help and wanted to get in, but hey, that security nigga done got to his ass first. I ain't gonna lie. They just wasn't trying to let nobody in, bro. Which I understand it. It's like, you know, they can't get in. You're not trying to let vampires into your shit. Just that easy, man. And then the Asian lady got mad at Smoke, talking about ain't you a soldier, all that other type shit. While Smoke is dealing with the death of his brother, while still grieving the death of his baby. Like, real talk, while still grieving the death of his baby. And still probably trying to come to terms with Mary being like that. Because Because I don't think Mary was no vampire, so he probably never had to, or probably felt like he had to shoot Mary. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like damn, I ain't gonna lie, my nigga was under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure right there, bro. That real spiel, but how he handled shit, how he like sat down, listened, and got down to it. Asked Annie, yo, dude, what do we do? She prepping them up, letting them know the knowledge of how to take out vampires and shit, what they can't get past and what they can. You know what I'm talking about? They getting ready for everything, for war. But you know, the Asian lady, she real emotional. You know what I'm talking about? She like, I just lost my husband. We gotta go now. Like, we gotta go now. Do you not understand? Okay, this isn't some black versus Asian or some Asian versus black side shit like that. But it's like, right now we are together, and you trying to go now and get us all killed? He did say that he was gonna rape her daughter. He was talking to Chinese, and he knew how she liked to be licked and have sex. Yeah, Remnick, when he bites you, like he bit her husband or someone bites them, he gets all their memories and their knowledge. So he said, I know how you like to be licked. He spoke in Chinese and said, I know where your daughter's at, how about I pay her a visit? And I ain't like that was some real nasty shit. Bro got real nasty. Like right there and there. I ain't gonna lie, like damn nigga, can't leave the kids alone. Fucking monster. I ain't gonna lie to you. So she's the one that lets them in. Okay, which right there, I ain't gonna lie, I felt like it's more realistic because you could already tell she was the one that was about to blow. She was the one that couldn't hold it all in. Like her grief was to her was just too much and she couldn't bear it. And she now has to protect. You know what I'm talking about? Which I ain't mad at it. We ain't mad at it. We ain't fucked up about it. But once she told all them niggas to come in, they came in droves. In droves. Sammy, Smoke, Annie, Shorty that Sammy was eating on, munching on. Asian Shorty, my guy with the harmonica going crazy with it. You know what I'm talking about? They was alive. Okay? The Asian lady dies first in the attack. She gets her husband, she fights her husband, she kills him. She stabs him, she stakes him. And while he's burning, she's burning along with him. Which is crazy, it's just sad, like, they're dying together. They're dying together, that shit is sad. And you know, they're staking a lot of the vampires. They're doing pretty good right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing fantastic. But Remnick really wants Sammy, okay? Keep that in mind. So since they doing real good, bro, I forgot what happens. They kill a lot of vampires, but Mary gets got. I mean, not Mary, Annie gets got, okay? Yeah, Annie gets bit. And Smoke, no, not Smoke, Stack. Stack is the one that kills Annie. And so Annie's about to turn. And while she's getting bit, she was like, not you. Why does it have to be you? You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. You know what I mean? It's like seeing like the last face of the man that you love. And it's like different, evil. But it's not the man that you love. Yeah, I feel like I felt that on them top of terms. Like that shit was like really like a mind trip to her. I know that shit was. She had Smoke kill her, okay? When Smoke killed her, because of course she didn't want to be a vampire. And within Hoodoo, the grease bag actually protected Smoke. Because I think someone was gonna bite his neck. I think Remnick was gonna bite his neck. And they couldn't because of the grease bag, okay? Like, they used sermons, they used scriptures, but what worked was the grease bags, okay? And I think that worked because while the scriptures, and Remnick talks about it once he gets Sammy, I forgot how Sammy gets outside. I think Smoke tells Sammy to leave and to run back home. You know what I'm saying? Now Remnick got Sammy up in the pool or in the pond, in the water, got his hand on his face, and Sammy's praying to God, and Remnick's praying with him. said those same words brought him comfort. You know, they came from people that colonized and took his land and fucked him over. So I really feel like it didn't work because, okay, he died as Remnick, but who was Remnick? Like, he died a Christian man. If he's the living undead, that undead person is technically still a Christian man. So I didn't think it would work. And plus, I don't know, I feel like on them type of notes, it didn't work. Plus, he was Irish. So it wasn't even like spiritually or like ancestrally his shit to fight against him with. You know what I'm saying? Sammy hits his ass with the guitar. It's a little metal plate that Sammy's guitar, and I think it's iron. All right, because since Remnick is Irish, they are connecting him. A lot of people are connecting him to the Fae, and if you know anything about the Fae or look up the Fae has a weakness to iron. So that metal plate that got stuck in Remnick's face most likely was an iron plate. A little knowledge. So Remnick's burning and everything. I forgot how Remnick died. I forgot how he died, but if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Smoke had stabbed him. Yeah, Smoke had stabbed his ass. He killed him. And then that's when he died right then and there. He like blew up too. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Remnick blew up. Yeah. Now I don't know exactly how this ends. Like I don't remember everything. Like I said, guys, it was like a week ago. It was a very good ass movie. And I did just watch Thunderbolts like 2 days ago, and I'm about to make that Thunderbolts reaction, Thunderbolts review, and my own little what I think about the Thunderbolts. Dang, I wish I could freaking like order this shit out. You get what I'm saying? Like put it out and everything, like order it up. But this one might not be ordered up. I'm just letting y'all know since I'm just talking. So yeah, bro, Sammy, and now we're back to the beginning of Sammy coming to his daddy crib, you know what I'm saying, to the church, and was like fucked up. And that's why, because his dad don't know he fought vampires. Dad, you been in the church, you ain't never told me this shit exists. Tell me demons exist and devils exist, but you didn't tell me what type of demons or devils. Oh yeah, vampires. Goes in there, holding the guitar. Because music is really what saved him. Because Slick, he would have got bit if he didn't hit Remnick with that iron plate in his guitar. Like, that's real life. Like that's true. And so, last scene, you see him holding the guitar and shaking his hand, right? And then you see Smoke killing all the KKK members. Yeah, the guy that sold him the fucking house or the fucking barn, bro, came back with his KKK buddies. Smoke killed all of them. And then when he killed him, he died too. But he was okay with it because he just lost his brother. He lost the woman of his life that he loved, the love of his life. And still grieving over his dead kid. He wants to see his folks, his ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Like, be with his people. So Smoke went out the way he wanted to. Then we in a cutscene to where Sammy is old, and there are two vampires. Those vampires are Stack and Mary. They still alive. Since they killed Remnick, they're not under his mind control no more. Giving Sammy his flowers, telling him how much he became a real ass musician. But the music that they listen to now is all that, you know what I'm saying, fake shit, like, you know what I'm saying, it's not the real music. And they talking about like country or pop or like hip hop as then, because you see how Stack dressed and everything. They most likely around the 90s or like maybe the 2000s or like the late 80s, but I'm gonna say the 90s. So Sammy had asked him in old age that day was the most freest he ever felt, and if it was the same for him. Stack said yeah, because that day was the last day that I seen the sun, was the last day that I ever seen my brother. That shit is hard. The last time he's seen the sun was the last day he's seen his brother. Which is true, because they can only come out at night. Like, Smoke didn't live throughout that day because Stack was gone, getting through the little mind control shit. And he must have found out that the KKK folks came and killed Smoke and was coming back to kill him. Because if he's still alive, yeah, you can tell he's like grieving his brother's death. You know what I'm saying? Mary gives him a farewell. It's nice seeing him, type shit. I don't know, I feel like that last little check-in, like, I really don't know. For them, and even for Sammy to be a famous blues musician, to say that was the most freest I've ever felt, or the most free day I've ever had in my life. When you're a blues musician, like, you accomplish your dreams. It tells me something. Tells me like him doing music, you know, some music summons the devils. I said devils because those like LS, like whoa, because like simply I think Sammy met more monsters or something down the line that yes, he's gonna keep doing music. But the freest time of him doing music without any monsters, without anything, surrounded by beautiful women, his cousins alive. They're all happy, having fun, not around his dad, all in his ear. Because I bet you after that day, even with him doing this, he hears his dad because that is what reminded him. That's what brought him back. You know what I'm saying? And even then, being asked in the church to give up that guitar, and that guitar is your whole livelihood to the point where you're a famous blues musician. After you just went through what you went through, he was saying either give up the guitar or be ready to pay the motherfucking consequences. If you got the money, if you can afford it. No, Sammy said I can afford it. Real talk, I can afford it. So like hearing that chat, hearing that y'all, he can always like you kind of conclude for all three of them like that was the most freest day for their life. But like one died, one is the undead, one is on his deathbed. Like he's gonna die. Know, like I bet you Sammy probably wishes he was dead that day. Like real talk, the girl that he was messing with, I think got turned. All of them got turned. All of them died. Like real talk, Stack couldn't see his brother. Man, like now I'm really thinking about it. It's like they're free, but only one truly isn't. Well, no, one is free though. Sammy, I don't know. I say Sammy is free because he can go out in the sun, go out during the day, go out during nighttime. But is he free from those memories though? No. Like he has that scar to forever remind him. So he technically isn't free. Stack isn't free because he's still a damn vampire. There's only one that was free. Damn, which is crazy. I don't know, I'm feeling like I can connect something because then it's like they was the ones who went to the train tracks. He's the one that went to town. There's something with that, bro. There's something with that. But I'm gonna end my review here. I'm gonna say it was a damn good movie. Talking about this, thinking about it. I love the fight scenes. I loved all the music. I love how the music switch and everything too. Like I like that. I like all the hoodoo up in there. I like all the southern black knowledge, all the ancestry that we have up in there. I definitely love all the African American things that they had added, like knowing. Fuck. Why am I having brain farts? Fuck. Besides the grease bags, like I said earlier. Besides like putting them on plantations, showing them what they're going through, you know what I'm saying? Besides even showing the church and how it used to be, you know what I'm saying? Also, going through what they went through to try to play music and live their dreams. That's what I meant to say. even then trying to get lives going. Like, yeah, some people were pastors, but not everyone was living the same type of life. And that didn't mean that they didn't want it. They just had to do certain things to go get it. And it's like showing them like the oppressions of what everyone has to go through. You know what I'm saying? Remnant, fucking vampires. Shit. Even the KKK. Shit. Like shit. He's like everyone else. I mean, those are really the only two things. I mean, they have to fight anybody else or deal with anyone else. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Overall, Ryan Coogler did a phenomenal job of storytelling that. I like the twin aspect. I like the whole... Because while you say they're opposites, they are in a way, but they really aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did like that. Like, I feel like adding Sammy, it's not even a yin-yang. It's like a Visca Pixis. Am I saying that right? Visca Pixis. Anyway, it's a Venn diagram, okay? It's a Venn diagram. Sammy's in the middle, Stack and Smoke are left and right. Who is calling me? Yeah, and Stack and Smoke are the other sides. Like, I really didn't mess with it. Stack and Smoke were both were very much polar opposites as well, if you do look into it. Did the cult both touch their lives? Yes, but Mary got fucked over and turned into a vampire. Sure, he died protecting everybody with voodoo. But she went out like a real one. I just wish she didn't have to go out. Alright, y'all, that's the end of the video. We are at 56 minutes. Nigga damn. If you guys enjoyed the video, you guys enjoyed the review and everything about this movie, please like, comment, follow, subscribe, comment down below what else you guys would like to see from me. I know you guys spoke about some death battles, so I will have those coming up. I do have a Thunderbolts review and reaction coming up, so y'all be staying tuned in for that. And yeah, I see y'all later. Stay breezy. Be breezy and stay frosty.